What will happen when an alien spaceship appears in the Earth's orbit and demands total submission of the humanity? In an unprecedented and chilling development, humanity has received a direct communication from an extraterrestrial civilization originating in the Andromeda galaxy. The message, decoded by leading global scientists, presents a stark ultimatum: surrender to the authority of the Andromedan Empire, or face a full-scale invasion and the subsequent enslavement of the human race. This extraordinary event has thrust the world into a state of unprecedented crisis, forcing governments, military leaders, and citizens alike to confront the reality of life beyond Earth and the terrifying possibility of humanity's subjugation. The ultimatum, a demand for submission. The communication from the Andromedan Empire, transmitted through highly advanced technology, is unambiguous in its demands. The aliens claim to have observed Earth for centuries, studying our species, our technological progress, and our societal structures. According to their message, humanity has reached a point of development that makes our planet a valuable asset for their expanding empire. The Andromedans have offered two stark choices: peaceful surrender, which would allow humanity to maintain a degree of autonomy under their dominion, or resistance, which would trigger a devastating invasion and the enslavement of the entire human population. The motivations behind this ultimatum remain partially shrouded in mystery. However, experts speculate that the Andromedans are driven by a desire to exploit Earth's resources, both natural and human. Their civilization, presumably far more advanced than ours, may view humanity as a source of labor, scientific knowledge, or even biological material. The threat of enslavement suggests a hierarchical and imperialistic society, one that has likely conquered other worlds in its quest for dominance across the cosmos. Humanity's response: a world divided. The arrival of the ultimatum has sent shockwaves through every corner of the globe. World leaders, convened in emergency sessions at the United Nations and other international bodies, are grappling with the enormity of the situation. The initial reaction has been one of disbelief, followed swiftly by a sobering recognition of the threat's legitimacy. For the first time in history, humanity faces a common existential danger, one that transcends national borders, political ideologies, and cultural differences. Yet, despite the gravity of the situation, there is no consensus on how to respond. Some leaders, particularly those from smaller or less militarily equipped nations, advocate for surrender. They argue that resistance would be futile against a civilization capable of traversing galaxies, and that submission, while humiliating, might preserve human lives and some semblance of our way of life. Others, especially from major powers with advanced military capabilities, insist that humanity must fight for its freedom, even if the odds are overwhelmingly against us. They warn that surrender could lead to a future of oppression and exploitation, with humanity reduced to mere pawns in an alien empire. Public reaction mirrors this division. Social media platforms, news outlets, and public forums are flooded with a mixture of fear, defiance, and resignation. Some citizens are calling for global unity and peaceful cooperation with the Andromedans, hoping to avoid bloodshed. Others are preparing for war, stockpiling supplies, and demanding that governments take a hardline stance against the extraterrestrial threat. The uncertainty has led to widespread panic in some regions, with reports of civil unrest and a surge in doomsday rhetoric. Preparations for invasion, a race against time. As the deadline for humanity's response approaches, governments and military organizations are mobilizing their resources in preparation for a potential conflict. The world's leading scientists, engineers, and strategists are working tirelessly to develop new technologies and defense mechanisms capable of countering the Andromedan threat. International cooperation has reached unprecedented levels, with nations sharing intelligence, military assets, and scientific expertise in a desperate bid to strengthen Earth's defenses. The United Nations has established a special task force composed of military leaders and scientific advisors from across the globe to coordinate a unified response. Plans are being drawn up for a global defense network, integrating satellite systems, missile defense shields, and cyber warfare capabilities. However, the challenges are immense. The Andromedans' technology is believed to be centuries, if not millennia, ahead of ours. Their ability to travel across galaxies suggests mastery of physics and engineering far beyond human comprehension, raising doubts about whether any human-made defense could withstand their assault. Moreover, the question of unity looms large. While the threat has fostered a level of global cooperation never before seen, deep-seated geopolitical tensions and mistrust between nations persist. Some governments are accused of withholding critical information or prioritizing their own survival over the collective good. If humanity is to stand a chance, it must overcome these internal divisions and present a truly united front. The implications: a new era for humanity. The ultimatum from Andromeda has already irrevocably altered the course of human history. Whether humanity chooses surrender or resistance, the consequences will be profound and far-reaching. If we opt for surrender, we may avoid immediate destruction, but at the cost of our sovereignty. Under Andromedan rule, humanity would likely be subjected to alien laws, resource extraction, and possibly even genetic manipulation. Our culture, political systems, and social structures would be reshaped to fit the needs of our new overlords. While some argue that this could lead to technological advancements and a new era of interstellar cooperation, others fear it would mark the end of human freedom and self-determination. If we choose to resist, the outcome is even more uncertain. A war against a technologically superior foe could result in the annihilation of entire cities, the collapse of global infrastructure, and the potential extinction of the human race. However, resistance could also serve as a catalyst for unprecedented innovation and unity. The threat of invasion might accelerate scientific breakthroughs in fields such as energy, propulsion, and artificial intelligence, propelling humanity into a new age of technological prowess. Moreover, the shared struggle could forge a lasting sense of global solidarity, breaking down the barriers that have long divided us. Beyond the immediate crisis, the ultimatum has forced humanity to confront its place in the universe. For centuries, we have pondered the existence of extraterrestrial life. Now, we know we are not alone. This revelation has sparked a profound shift in our collective consciousness, prompting existential questions about our purpose, our future, and our role in the cosmos. It has also underscored the fragility of our existence and the need for global cooperation in the face of existential threats, whether they come from beyond our stars or from within our own planet. Conclusion: a defining moment as humanity stands on the precipice of an uncertain future. The decisions made in the coming days will shape the destiny of our species for generations to come. The ultimatum from Andromeda is not just a test of our military might or technological ingenuity. It is a test of our resilience, our unity, and our capacity to adapt in the face of overwhelming odds. Whether we choose to submit or to fight, one thing is certain: the world will never be the same. The arrival of the Andromedans has ushered in a new chapter in human history, one fraught with peril, but also with the potential for growth, discovery, and a deeper understanding of our place in the vast, mysterious universe.